All right. Man, Asia sessions opened up kind of choppy so far. Looks like it overall wants to pump up. Oh man, this is kind of a crazy open. All right, we got the order block rejection. I'm looking for this to come down, break through Asia open, and go for the lows. Today is the last day of the month, right? Yeah, so we got monthly low down here at the bottom. Alright, rejection from Asia. Open 480. It's looking like a healthy liquidity level. I want to see if we reject from value area low right here. Staying on the bottom side of VWAP. Which is good. Looks like we never came down to fill this high time frame fair value gaps below us either. Stacked high time frame inefficiencies. High time frame fair value gap. Let's see where this one's at. 484. So we're in a 1 hour fair value gap right now. Got it. Tempting to just short the market now for the rotation down to Asia low. See what we got. VWAP rejection. Let's check out Bookmap. Okay. This volume is super low. overall pretty bullish stock market today. The major stocks from that make up NQ are doing pretty well. Looks like Google is up about 1%. SpaceX is up 4.06%. Nvidia is up 2.63. Apple's up 2.7. Microsoft up 1.21. How's it going, Chor? You're on YouTube, by the way. I got the stream running. Yeah, it's slow going. The Asia market opened. It's just creeping. So I'm kind of just sitting around waiting for it to break out of this little area. Maybe when Tokyo comes online at 7, it'll start moving around a little bit. But I was thinking I might check in on gold just to see a little movement. I bet you gold's doing better than NQ is right now. Oh yeah, gold's on the move. Not huge, but definitely more than NQ. Yep. Yeah, looks like it's getting a little action. I'm probably going to be switching around different instruments tonight, trying to just get a little bit more movement. What's up with you though? See, 540 is looking like a pretty big level. Looks like we're going to pump right up there. Okay, talk to you in a bit. Good luck with everything. All right, bye-bye. Thanks, sure. Thanks. Bye. I'll be looking to catch a trade here in a sec. Let's see what we got. Go back to Bookmap. Let's take a look at ES. ES is pumping up. We're going to go in on this trade. We're going to give it a try. So basically long through 537. See if we continue to catch this move up. The order block is really the damning factor here, but I think it's going to want to go for that upper liquidity. And I caught like $18 right there, nothing crazy. This order block is the biggest problem at the moment. Let's see. Gold going down. Let's keep an eye on ES for a moment. With the swing failure pattern at the top. Let's get some orders at it. So we're staying on top of value area high for now. I'm just kind of waiting to see what we get, if we're going to reject into this LVN and drop, or what the deal is. Kind of a bullish open so far. What the fuck is going on here? It's tempting to go long through the highs here. CVD's kind of just plateaued. There's no volume in the market right now. I mean, ultra low volume. So pretty much just waiting for Tokyo to come online to see some movement. Hopefully break out of this, or start a rotation, or start something that you know is tradable. This is crazy though. The first 24 minutes have been just kind of whatever. I'd really like to see price come down and take Asia low. Like sweep and then move higher type move. That'd be great, but you know, we'll see what we get. It's like weird. We still have a lot of bullish confluence and values actually migrating higher, but price is just consolidating below this level because there isn't enough volume to actually break it higher. So that's something that I'm pretty cognizant of too. Pretty much a no trade environment so far. Looks like we are trying to break out higher, but I want to see it break this order block, potentially break this breaker block, and then I'm looking for a sweep of previous day high. This is going to be, oh man, this is a ways. You know, you're talking 70 points, 67 points, a little distance right now when the ATR is 7.5 points, you know, per minute. So you get a little ways to go. So far looking bullish though. Go back to Bookmap and zoom out a bit. Take a look at what we got above us here. So 745, 750. Those will be the next levels I'm watching. There is some liquidity pocketed at 536. Pardon me. Jeez, it's been a day. 545, 550 is what I meant to say. But 536, there is some liquidity pocketed up there. Let's see what we can get. Tempted to take it for the squeeze. And I do believe that we are going to squeeze. Just keep projecting off the same level. CVD is just kind of climbing slowly. The first rejection sign that we've had so far. I think we're just sweeping internal range for a continuation swing failure pattern. We'll see. See if the sellers have it here. Yeah, I guess we found a few sellers. Super slow price action. I mean, there's really nothing happening on this chart. Tempted to just set some alerts and watch a couple YouTube videos and mess around until Tokyo. Let's take another look at Bookmap and look around for major sources of liquidity. And there isn't like a ton. No huge clusters of contracts sitting around us. There is liquidity, but it's just not large levels. Previous day close rejection right here, coming down to VWAP. Got bit by a million mosquitoes while I was out walking around, so that sucks. VWAP rejection. I really want to see the market roll over and go short, but I don't think we're going to get it. Try and probe in the downside. Alright, we're breaking down. This looks like a failed auction. I want to see if we break value area low. There's a breaker block that we had rejected from previously, and then the sweep to Asia low. So we might be looking for a short here. We're just going to see price actually show us something convincing, and not that we're just going to bing bong and chop around the inside here. This range is pretty small too. Talking like a 40-point range, basically 50-point range maybe. See if we manage to get through this breaker block. I'd love to see it bust through Asia open and show some signs of continuation so I could short through Asia low. Same breaker block we rejected at last time. CVD showing momentum, but weak. Weak. What's the mean channel looking like? Ah, God, yeah, we're in a support and resistance channel right now. There's another one down below. Ends at 498. That's tough. If I had to guess, like, unless all of a sudden we get some buyers stepping in, I would think we would just continue down from here, but it's tough because we're at value area low, breaker block, we're at the mean reversion channel, dead center, we're in a support and resistance channel. Like, there's a lot of stuff working against price continuing downwards, and as you can see, getting that little push up. See if this fails. Alright. 23 minutes to Tokyo. I think we are going to set some alerts. I'm going to set one down here by Asia Open. I have another alert that we're going to set at value area high, current value area high. Actually, we're going to set it at the current POC. So if price makes it back there, there's a good chance it'll sweep the highs, and we can take a couple micro trades, little micro scalps. But I'll watch this for one more second. It looks like it is trying to break down here. Like, we got consolidation at the lows, formed a swing failure pattern, but you know, it looks like sellers keep punching it. So, you know, a little dumpski. Preferably sweep the swing point right here and continue. That'd be great. The smallest amount of volume. Seems to be picking up a little bit though. Little bit. What does this candle have? Alright, VWAP projection. Swing failure pattern completed with the VWAP projection. It's looking better and better for shorts. And the POC shifted back down. It doesn't really matter. I mean, there's almost no volume in this move, so let's see what we get here. But so far, the session has very limited volume. Let's check ES. ES staying on top of VWAP and climbing. Let's see what we get at PDC, but unreal. Just realized OBS was frozen on its screen capture, so now we have an up-to-date screen. Jesus. Alright, well now you guys can see what I'm talking about. I have not taken a trade yet. Yeah, I've not taken a trade. I'm basically waiting for Tokyo Open in 18 minutes to see some more volume step into the market, because it's pretty much just doing nothing at the moment. Like, volume's super low. It's just chopping around. I don't see anything that I like yet to trade, but hopefully when Tokyo comes online, we'll see a little bit more action and the market will start moving a little bit more. But yeah, right now it just looks like it's random. Nothing crazy happening. Though I am leaning a little bit more towards the downside now. Just because like we tried to take the highs. I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it's just kind of chopping. Like ES is staying above VWAP right here, so it has the potential. I mean, it was a very bullish day. All the stocks were super bullish, so we'll see though. It's 17 minutes to Tokyo Open, and then we should see it start to move around this range and break out of it, hopefully, with a little additional volume in the market. I was curious about experimenting with the webcam location. See if it looks a little better here. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better down here. I appreciate that. I'm honestly like kind of back and forth about it. I think I'm gonna try it out in some different areas. I was curious if I moved it to a different monitor or positioned it differently, if it would look a little bit better. I might move the mic around too. I appreciate that though. I always feel so goofy. I think it takes some getting used to live streaming, you know. And there's only just a handful of people that check this out right now. But you know, like sometime in the future when there's a lot more people, hopefully by then I'll have gotten used to it. Thank you. I gotta start creating some videos so we get like more views, you know. Like the live stream itself won't attract a lot of people. You gotta create like short feed content, you know, just like shorts on YouTube, shorts on TikTok, shorts on Instagram. I'm gonna try to do some of that this week, like really start milling out shorts so that way it attracts more people to the stream, more subscribers, and it'll get some more views. It's just such a process, you know. It's like you start doing this and then like a year later you'll have results. You know, it's tough to do anything for a year with no results. To stream, you know, twice a day every session with like 14 viewers, you know. But still worth it. Just a long-term goal. Very long-term goal. I'm gonna grab my laptop. Then I appreciate it. Thank you for saying that. Honestly, it means a lot, especially in the beginning. You know, where you're like trying to build things up. Then I may jump in with you. Oh my god. Yeah, absolutely. Jump into Discord with me so it comes up on the stream. People can hear us chit chat and trade. I'm gonna step away for like 1 minute. I'll be right back. These shorts are looking better and better. Get down here and break the open, and we'll be in business. So freaking close to Tokyo, though. I hate being trapped in a trade before Tokyo. You just never know what you're gonna get. Could be anything. Big old red candle. I'm gonna look to short this. I think we're gonna take this short through Asia low. I'm looking at this for a trade, so I'm controlling the trade on my phone, but I'm looking to enter this in with 5 micros. I'm really waiting to see us break Asia open. As you can see, we keep printing swing failure patterns here, and this is at the edge of the VWAP band, and we're basically rejecting value. So we're at value area low, so I need to see a little bit more conviction to the sell side, which means that I'm also going to sit out a pretty good amount of this move, but it's worth it. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that, honestly. Like, every little bit helps, especially in the beginning. So I appreciate that you took the extra time out of your day to stop and do this. Seriously, it helps. It means a lot. Yeah, I really appreciate it, John. Thanks. Ah, no, you're more than welcome, man. Anytime. Anytime. If you ever have questions or there's anything that, I know that you want to know, I would be more than happy to share it with you. Shorts taking forever to play out. I haven't entered this trade yet. I'm still a little skeptical of it, even though CVD's looking heavier and heavier. Just because I'm not 100% convinced that we're going to get here before the open. It's because of ATR and the way things are going. There's a little bit of resistance here. Level being defended at 500, which isn't unusual. I'm waiting to see this level get broken. And then we're going to go short through Asia low. 5 micros. And then we're going to hope to God Tokyo Open doesn't come before this short finishes, because you never know what you're going to get. Let's see. Alright. Casually broke that 500 level. It looks like there's still something there kind of holding it up. Like a passive buyer. There we go. Now we're below it. Looks like this short is more likely to play out now, but it's just tough. Low ATR, no volume in the market, repeatedly rejecting Asia low. I think when it does go to do the sweep, it's probably going to do it all at once. Kind of just like a big boof down, but we'll see. 7 minutes to Tokyo Open, so I don't want to get trapped in this trade before Tokyo Open. That's always a shit show. But, you know, we'll basically see what happens at the Open. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Just waiting for Tokyo to open. Streaming.
Anyone on the stream?
Yeah, a couple people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I want to take this short through Asia low, but I don't want Tokyo to open and absolutely pillage my trade.
Tokyo opens in what, like a few minutes?
Yeah, 6 minutes. I have a feeling we might just dilly-dally right around this level until Tokyo opens, and then I'm going to get absolutely wrecked when it skyrockets up for a corrective move.
Did you catch that initial correction at the open?
No, yeah, I didn't trade any of it. I didn't trade any of it.
Did the paper trading at 10 micros for 500 on the bottom. Like on the move down.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it looked decent. I just I don't want to risk real money on it. Like
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
the volume's
Every
super
chance
low.
it just skyrocketed past it.
This right here was the most interesting part. This wick. This wick through the Asia open and value area low, and then it boofed right back up. That was a fat rejection wick, so that was looking pretty good. Just waiting to see what we do here. The fact it's hung out at the lows and CVD keeps dropping is pretty good. I think Tokyo Open is likely to just kind of push through it, but I'm looking to take like a 5 micro trade for 10 points. But I don't want to get trapped in it. Look at Bookmap's running flat.
Oh, yeah, I see. Ooh, damn, okay.
It's having trouble breaking that level. Oh, you back on here, Char? Yeah. No worries, no worries. Yeah, I'm just watching NQ. It's super, super, super slow right now, but Tokyo comes online in 4 minutes, and then we should start to see it pick up a little bit. But I'm pretty sure we're going to come down and sweep 492 Asia low. I'll be like flabbergasted if we don't take this fucking level, but you never know. Sometimes Tokyo opens and it just shoots up the opposite way, so that's why I haven't engaged this trade yet. I wanted to short it so many times through Asia low, especially at the top, but it's just like you never know. I've seen Tokyo open and correct the whole move, so sometimes I'll trade before Tokyo, but tonight I'm like, nah, it's super slow. ATR is 6 points. We're moving 6 points per minute. That's creeping. Yep, MNQ U. Yeah. It just changed over recently. So we'll see. This looks like a failed auction right here. This might go right across the chart, right up to the highs. But I don't trust anything until Tokyo Open. We got 3 minutes, so I'm gonna stay out of a trade until that happens and just see what the bigger players have in mind, what they want to do. Let's go. Get some big ass trades in tonight. Going in 20 micros. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking to take 3 and 5 micros. Nothing too big. Yeah, no, I totally get that. I totally get that. I'm trading the live cash account right now, so I'm like, trying to be very, very reserved. Like, unless the move is 110%, I'm like, all right, this is what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna take the trade, 'cause otherwise it's just like real money I'm losing. It's tempting though to see some of these moves where you're like, I'm pretty sure this is what's gonna happen. Let me just get in this fucking move, but trying to restrict myself a little bit and be like, nah, let me wait for the good stuff. 6:58. We got like 90 seconds until Tokyo opens. I wanted to take this low so fucking bad. I've been watching this trade for like an hour. I just don't want to enter it until the right moment. Got the TP at 492.50. I have no idea. It's kind of a weird setup, right? Because like the tech stocks were very bullish earlier, and that drove the market up. But we're up. You know what I mean? We're up pretty far. The market expanded, and there's a lot of inefficiencies below us. There's like multiple fair value gaps on the 1 hour, and the 4 hour, and the 15 minute. So I would think that it would want to come down at some point overnight and correct part of that. Like just rebalance. But whether or not that's right now, I mean, sometimes we get these big bullish climbs, and then Asia just kind of chops and rotates around a little tiny range for a while. And then later on in Asia, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, boof, it starts melting down, or boof, it starts climbing up. So it's hard to say. I mean, it might just chop around and do nothing. But Tokyo just came online, and it's climbing. So I'm glad I didn't take that short through the lows just yet. This looks like some buyers stepped in. There's a little VWAP projection so far, so. No? Yeah, I mean, everybody's got their little things. I'm a fucking weirdo in a lot of ways, so trust me, I get it. We know you could do is you could turn on the indicator and then manually draw the lines on top of the indicator and then turn it off and just go by your manual lines. That way it saves you a little time, but you still place lines on the chart. That might help. Man, some trashy price action right now. I'm going to take a look at gold, though, while I'm waiting. Let me see what we got going on over there. Yeah, gold. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Yeah, yeah. Wow. Holy shit. 1750? That's a fire trade. Man, how many contracts was that? Oh, 20, 20, 20. I missed the 20. Holy shit though. Dude, that's crazy. Wow. Damn, dude, that's crazy. That's a crazy day, huh? Holy shit. Wow, holy shit. Dude, so Jovan had kind of a crazy day too. Um, and I'll share a little bit about his experience. I don't want to put his business out there like all crazy, but everybody's got the same struggles and whatever. And I've done the same exact thing that he did, but he basically was like one day away from a payout on his funded account, and then you know how it is when you're one day away from a payout. That's when you're most likely to make bad choices because you're like, let me just get that payout. All I got to do is this. He went in and he lost it. He's been, yeah. Yeah, and he's been trading one micro. So like he's took a few one micro trades, lose, 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 lose. So he's like, all right, no big deal. It's one micro, down a little bit of money. Let me size up 5, 10 micros. I'll make it back. Right, makes it back, goes into the next trade, loses it. So now he's basically up and down $1,000, down 1,000, back up 1,000, down 1,000, back up 1,000. He does this like, yeah, dude, does it like 5 times, and then finally sizes up to try to just like make it back again, and doesn't make it back. So now the funded account's like $50 away from blown, pretty much dead. You know what I mean? It's gonna be really difficult to recover it with $50 left. So he was pretty bummed out about that earlier. But I'm like, bro, it happens. It happens to everybody. You know what I mean? Just pick yourself up, dust it off. Do better next time. Learn from it. That's all you can do. Wow. Nah, that's gold. That's gold. That's gold. I'm flipping back and forth. I'm flipping back and forth because NQ's just going so slow and it's so choppy and shitty that I'm just like, whatever. Until I get better price action, I'm gonna flip through some of the other instruments and see what we got going on. But gold's looking pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I think Well, look at YM. YM's weird. It's just come down to the midnight open twice. Um, yeah, like the thing that I think about gold is like when I look at it right now, it's enticing because it's like, wow, look, it's moving around, right? Like it's going from extreme to extreme, which makes me want to trade it. But then I look at it and I'm like, how the fuck would I trade this? Like, what would my trade even look like? You know what I mean? Like it's doing stuff, but it's not doing stuff that I consider tradable because like the most I could probably do is long through the highs, but I don't know. I hate when it does this. Like I need it to move from a target to a target, right? Like go from a thing to another thing. So there's like a trade I can find. This is just like it's basically just rotating around the middle. Maybe what you could do is fade the edges, but maybe it breaks out into a trend. So far, shitty price action. Yeah, yeah. I'm curious, what is this? What is this? I've got this chart called AMT levels that I saved in TradingView. I don't remember what the fuck I created this for, but I obviously don't use it anymore. I'll have to try to delete that. AMT levels. I don't remember why I created this. But I was just thinking. Yeah, right? I probably had something in mind when I did it, but I don't remember what it is now, so I'm like, it must not have been too important. Don't save. Yeah, because I'm basically, I used to have a quad view chart. So like I had a chart on TradingView split 4 ways, and I would run NQ, ES, GC, YM, and MCL, like some combination of those, so I could watch. Like I'll basically probably set it up as ES, YM, GC, and CL, so that way I can watch all 4 instruments like on the side. So I'll open that up in a browser tab, and every now and then I can click on it, and it lets me see all the other futures instruments on one page. So I was just thinking, while I'm sitting around with my thumb on my ass, just waiting for the market to do something, I might as well create the multi-instrument chart. Because I've been meaning to do that. I was meaning to create this chart, so that way I had it. Yeah, there we go. Multi-instrument. So I'll go back and mess with that in a little while. But at least it exists now for me to mess with. But yeah, I miss those days. I used to just run like the quad view on TradingView on the side. And I wouldn't watch it constantly, but I'd keep it open on one of the monitors, and I would just glance over at it, and I'd catch some good trades like that. I'd be like, oh shit, gold's like taking off. Let me hop on gold. Oh wait, crude's dumping. Let me get in crude. These days I'm just kind of like opening them up one by one when I remember, and bums me out. I miss trading crude and YM. YM's been great too. Like, it usually sucks, don't get me wrong. Like, most of the time it's doing nothing, but every now and then there's like super cool moves on there that you can get in that are really profitable, and it's like predictable and safe. It moves slow. Man, this price action sucks, huh? It's just been a slow Asia. Yeah, I'm up like $150, but I was trading really small positions, so I just added like a ton of money to my live account, and I was gonna start taking big trades, like 10, 20 micros on the live, because it's just like the same trades I'm taking with these small positions. I could be making like $1,000 a day if I took them with the bigger position, but I'm still cognizant of the fact that also means I could lose more money. So it sucks because the first day that I had the extra money in the account was Monday, and the night before, me and my buddy who's staying out here, we didn't get to sleep until like 3:40 in the morning. So I slept for like 4.5 hours. I got up Monday and I was like, I'm not trading this account. Like, I'm not risking it. I didn't sleep good. My decision making is going to be shitty. This is a lot more money I could lose. I don't want to do it. So I sat it out Monday, and Monday the price action was pretty good, and I had to sit on the sidelines. So that pissed me off. And then today, go in the charts, and the price action wasn't bad, but it just wasn't like what I was looking for. Like something about it just didn't, like, sometimes you see the charts and they're moving, but you're looking at it and you're like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Something about it doesn't feel convincing. So I had that feeling all day. So I was just taking small trades, like 2 micros, 3 micros, and I'd like win one, then lose one, then win one. And I still came out ahead, but it's just like I could have taken those trades with bigger positions and made more money. So I'm a little bit aggravated about that. But it's like the day where the price action was good, I didn't trade. The day that the price action was bad, I did trade, but I did it with small positions. So I'm just kind of waiting. Like, I'm hoping tomorrow will be a nice day where I got like a good night's sleep and the market's cruising, and I can kind of go in there with some of the bigger positions, because that was the point of adding this money to the account. So grateful I didn't have a losing day. I still made money, but I feel like I could have made more today if I had believed in the price action a bit better. It's tough too because now I'm doing this as a job, so I feel like, I don't know, a little bit more obligated to make more money. I'm like, I should just be going in there. Yep. Yeah. 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 Yeah, no, that's a good way to look at it. That's a good way. And I try to think too. There's a lot of people who went to work today and made $140 at work, or didn't even make $140. So I'm grateful that it was a good day in that sense, where it's like I was able to pull something out of the market. And you're right, like the trades worked out. My trade thesis was good. Psychology was good too, because in the past I would have days like that where I didn't feel confident in the price action, and I would trade it anyways. I'd just be like forcing trades. I gotta trade today. I gotta trade. And then I would take losses. So big step in the right direction, just to say, hey, something doesn't feel right today, and I don't need to rush it. Let me just sit back. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing that I've over time learned about the market is like the more like this, like if you're trying to trade in circumstances that are less than ideal, you're gonna pay for that. Like it always gets you. You know what I mean? Like if you're not feeling good, or you're tired, or you think the price action's just like mid, like it's okay, but it's not great. Like that's gonna cost you money for sure. So I've been getting better about the psychology part of it, and a lot of it was those videos, those Mark Douglas videos, like helped a lot. Because I'd watch that and I'd be like, damn, it's literally describing the mistakes that I make. That's funny. That's funny. I'd be doing the same shit with like trading videos. Yeah. And I like it. I like it too because it's like look, everybody makes these mistakes. You're not a fuck up. Here's the reason why you make the mistake, and it's completely normal. You know what I mean? I think that's really encouraging because you hear it and you're like, damn, this sounds exactly like what I do. And then it goes on to explain like why people do it. Like I mean, your brain is wired from evolution to have fear responses and have fight or flight, and it's like completely because like before I watched those, I would make these mistakes, and sometimes I'd make them, and I would know that I'm making them, and I still wouldn't be able to stop making them. And I would kick myself in the ass. I'd be like, why the fuck did I do the same thing again? Like, how come I can't just control this? But then it's like you watch those videos where they deep dive the psychology, and you realize like this is just the byproduct of being a human being. Like humans are wired to think one way, and trading isn't doesn't align with that very well. So you got to like force yourself or train yourself to think differently. But that's really difficult to do. It's easier said than done. Yeah, you basically got to force yourself to think in probabilities and like override what your brain's telling you is the right thing to do, and like that's fucking difficult. But I guess that's why, like, the people who make it in trading, they make so much money. You know, it really is a tough job. When I first got into trading, I would see these guys online, like, making huge amounts of money, and I'd be like, damn, man, what do they get paid for? Click buttons? Like, that's crazy. Anybody could click a button. You know, you get a monkey to click a button. Like, man, I'm going to be rich, you know, but then you get into it, and you're like, all right, this is why these guys get so much money out of the market, because, like, this is hard. Not everybody can do it. You know, it takes a lot of time. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, it'll tune you right up. It's like, oh, yeah, you think it's easy? Hold this. Uh, Dude, so when I first went to go get into trading, Jovan got into trading first, right? So he was selling solar with me, and he gets into trading, and he comes and calls me one day, and he goes, "Hey, man, I'm not going to sell solar anymore. I found something else." And I'm like, "What'd you get? What are you doing?" And he goes, "I'm going to be a day trader." And dude, I laughed him out the fucking door. I was like, all right, you're going to be a day trader? That's what you're going to do? So you're a gambler, right? You just want to go lose all your money? And he was like, nah, bro, I'm telling you, like, I made $1,100 today on my prop account, and I made $1,100 the day before that, and, like, some crazy shit, right? So, and I was trying to tell him, this is before I really even knew anything about trading, but I was like, listen, trading is hard. Most people lose money. That much I do know about trading. And he was like about to quit his job and go try to trade full time. And I was like, I don't think it's going to work out like that, man. I think it's going to take you a lot longer than you expect to be able to consistently pull money out of this. And he's like, no, I'm telling you. First day I made like this much. Second day I made this much. And he did. He quit his job. And then he started trading, and like 2 weeks in, he was blowing accounts. Right now he went from winning to losing. And you know, you fast forward to today, and we're like 6-7 months later, and he's making money, but he's like break even. You know. So, anyways, the moral of that story was that he thought it was going to be a lot easier than it is, and it turned out to be a little bit more difficult. You know, and he ended up, you know, picking up another job in the meantime. But I think it's just something that's common for a lot of people, where it's like, you know, you get on there, you start making money, and you're like, dude, I got this. Like, I'm going to be a millionaire. I don't know why everybody doesn't do this, you know? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly. So I'm watching gold right now. It just took out Asia low. I want to see if it looks like it's going to go for New York low. I might try to short this to New York low. I don't know about the double sweep though. Usually when it sweeps a level, it doesn't continue for another sweep. It'll like pull back. So curious to see what we get right here, but it's pretty close to New York low. Let's see if it's got some continuation in it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of watching for the same thing. Um, I don't know if it's going to go back down there. I think it might try to pull it. I mean, it did just reject off a value area low, but we'll see. We'll see if it looks like it's going to come down. I might take the short here in a second if we get some good looking continuation signs, but this is going to be a small short. I'm in here like 3 contracts, you know, basically like $96 or something like that, but let's see if we get the double sweep ski here. Looks like it wants to come down, but it's struggling. Struggling. Get the rejection off of Asia open. It's just tough too because it has good mean reversion potential. Like the POC's up above, VWAP's up above. It's poked out the VWAP band too. Like it could just flip right up from here. This might be consolidation for a rollback up. Give it a second before I enter this trade. It's tough too because gold jumps around a lot. You know, like it won't move and then poof, it'll move real quick. And it's like, man, you get stopped out pretty easy like that. Yeah. Wave by. Yeah, right. See you later, trade. Yeah. It looks like it wants to come down, right? Like it's just kind of lingering. I mean, it didn't come back up right away, so that's what's making me think it wants to continue. But that place that it stopped at previously was the 3-day volume profile low, so value area low on the 3-day composite profile. So that wasn't like a random stopping spot. It's still in value on the higher, like the bigger picture, I guess you could say, the higher time frame volume profile. So I'm waiting to kind of see. I want to see it kind of pop past that point. And it's going to form a swing failure pattern down here in a second. It's about to sweep the newly formed Asia low, which is the swing point, and then it's going to pull back a little bit and form a swing failure pattern, which could cause the opposite move. So this isn't like a great trade. Oh, see, swing failure pattern right there at the lows. Let's see if it continues. Yeah, I think it is going to continue through New York low. Trying at least.
Gold is MGCQ, right?
Oh yeah, MGCQ, Alex. Hit. Yeah, I'm gonna sit this one out too, just because it's like, I don't know, it's just such a small distance to take this trade for, and it's like not a super convincing trade, you know. This is the swing failure pattern trying to play out now. Swing failure pattern is probably going to come back up to Asia open 40.24. Or maybe not. Maybe it is a good downside move. Maybe it rejects right here at the band. We'll look at MNQ too. MNQ is climbing. It's climbing. It's trying to get up there for the sweep. Yeah, I'm about to go back to NQ because gold's flipping. Ah, man, both of these markets are straight fucking trash right now. Like, this is crap price action. I don't even really want to trade either of these. I might just, like, chill for a couple hours and come back. I'm like, this is Like, I'm like, if I start taking trades right now, I am trading stuff that I know is bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. Look at NQ. It's like up and then down and then up a little bit and then down a little bit, but it's really like seek and destroy price actions, what they call this. Just random. You know, it's not bullish, it's not bearish, it's not even like really rotating the POC. It's mostly just making random moves. It's like buyers are in control for a second, sellers are in control for a second. Nobody's really getting anywhere. Yep, I think I'm gonna hop off, Chor. It's capital preservation Tuesday. Just save my account. Yeah, that's the theme of today. Not losing money. But I am going to check back in on this a little later. I'm going to set some alerts up on the chart in case it breaks out meaningfully out of here. So if I see something good later, I'll shoot you a message and I'll hop back on. But for now, I'm going to save my account. All right, well, it was good trading with you. I appreciate you hopping on with me.
Tell Troy I said hi.
Hey, Alex, my buddy Alex says to tell you hi, too.
He hasn't been on the calls in a while, right?
She said, fuck you, eat shit, and die.
Thanks, Troy.
He goes, thanks, Chor. No, she said hi. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye, Chor.